The Sophisticatedly Ratchet Podcast is a roundtable conversational podcast that gives a voice to the Black experience.
Millennials from New York City sharing our views on Black lifestyle, culture, relationships, religion, and current events.
Here at SR, we strive to give our listeners the real in a world of fake.
Worldly professionals with class that also know how to switch it up.
Now let's talk our wild shit.
We
All
live.
right, we live. Mad buttons. Yeah, what's good? What's good, team? What's good, squad?
What's up, tribe?
What's up, guys?
What up, tribe? Okay, we back again for another one. All right,
And another one.
and another one, and another one. All right, so you already know how we do and what we do here. Okay, we've come together sort of like a Justice League to create a podcast. All right. You know, Justice League has 5 members right now, but you know, we like guest members too. That's why we bring on people every now and then to, you know, be a part of this production. And in this production, we have a wonderful amount of co-hosts that all form, you know, this giant thing that we call a
Superpower.
podcast. Yeah, the
Don't
superpower.
forget yourself.
Yes, right. I won't forget myself this time. Thank you. All right. So the first co-host that I want to introduce today. All right. Now, if you think about it, if you go back into our episodes, some people might know him as the HSD. All right. And I know what y'all are thinking. Y'all are like, yeah, he's probably a human-sized dick. Like, I get it. Like he gives off that kind of persona if you ever like listen to the podcast. But if you're a true fan of the podcast, then you know what HSD really means. Okay. All right. And I'm gonna be honest, word on the street is that you should never leave a drink beside this man. Okay, because I just realized, and even before we started recording, that I think he has PTSD. Yes. PTSD. All right. He's prone to spilling drinks. Yes. I realized it. I realized that. You see that?
PTSD. I love that.
We've been working on that for a while.
You see that? I've been waiting to release that one.
Yeah.
Release the Kraken, okay? All right, so you know,
Good one.
so I'm just letting y'all know. Anytime you see a spill, it don't matter where it is. It could be in a commercial, it could be in the ocean. It's probably due to this guy, all right? But we're gonna give it up to my boy, my homie, Shake the Wanderer. What up, King?
Yeah. What it do? It's your boy, the AFF, aka Mr. HSD. Y'all know what time it is. Let's have a great episode. Oh, and today's F is fullback, right? America's favorite fullback. That's a fact.
Fullback.
Okay.
Never halfback, fullback, boy.
Gotcha.
What's that mean? What that mean?
It's a football term. It's a football term.
He's running through you hoes. All right, yo.
Yeah,
Let me
running through.
Let me get to my name good. All right, my next co-host though. All right, I ain't even gonna hold you, man. We're on the street is like, you know, before ice, baby, there was just ice. Okay. Matter of fact, before Omarion had that ice box where his art used to be, there was still just ice. Okay. Before Elsa wanted to even build a snowman, all right, there was just ice. And do you want to know where this ice formed from? Like where this ultimate source of truth, as far as ice is concerned, formed from? It's formed from one of our very own, the queen of ice, the breaker of backs in this podcast. Okay. I want to give it up for the queen. TJ, what up?
What up, tribe? It's your girl TJ, the Unicorn Gemini, and I bring duality to the podcast. And these people know me as the Ice Queen.
Lips and
Tribe,
Cam?
do you think I'm the Ice Queen too?
Yeah, don't let that little cute voice fool you either.
I'm like a Sour Patch Kid. I feel like
Yeah.
that must be the Gemini in me. I was just telling this to Mash the other day. Like sometimes I'm sweet and sometimes I'm like fiery. So that's
A jerk.
like Yeah, that's the balance of the Gemini and being my authentic self. We're keeping it real in a world of fake. Welcome, tribe, to another episode.
Facts. All right, appreciate you, TJ. All right, you know, it's not your turn anymore. Okay, all right. So now
I'm
my
taking
next
over, right?
right. Now my next co-host though, I ain't even gonna hold you. Anytime you hear, if it wasn't from the Bronx, you already know who we bringing in.
Okay?
All right,
where you from?
She gotta rep the Bronx. This is what she does. I'm not even gonna hold you though. I actually was watching that video not too long ago. It was Lord Tariq and Peter Gunn.
And Peter Gunn.
Yeah,
I was like, this shit was classic. This is classic.
It was classic.
All right,
Very classic.
So for this episode, I'm gonna give y'all three. I'm gonna give you 3 facts about the Bronx. Okay. All right. At least this is what I know, being from New York. All right. Bronx is known for the Bronx Zoo. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Bronx is also known for Yankee Stadium.
Yes.
Also the Bronx Zoo. Okay.
Yes. It's also the Bronx Zoo. And the Bronx is also known for Co-op City. All right. For Co-op City. I ain't even gonna hold you. That's definitely up there as far as when you cross over that bridge and you trying to find
deep.
Bronx. It's deep. All right. It's deep. All right. And you know what else the Bronx is known for? I got a 4th one.
Ooh.
What is it, Jake? You know what it's known for?
Lil Mo.
No, man, fuck that. It's known for you hoes, okay? But I digress. I want to definitely introduce the Queen of Clarity. And clarity is the clearest form of communication. All right, so I want to give it up to the Queen and BX's very own Mo. What up, Queen?
Hello. It is your girl Mo. I hail from Co-op City, Section 5. Don't ever zone my shit. Just don't do it. You know, I Section 5 all day. Don't zone it. It's your girl Mo.
All right.
Talk
about it. All right. Now we one member short today. You know, usually we talk about the spew. Apparently, there's been an accident in one of the aisles or whatnot. So the spew guy will not be joining us today, but we wishing him safe travels and a safe return, because you know he'll be back on the next episode.
Exactly.
Okay? Nice. All right. But as for me though, go ahead.
I was about to say.
I know. I ain't gonna forget me. This time. All right. But today, I'm going to be gluttonous for glutes. All right. There's a reason why I said that. All right. I'm gluttonous for glutes today. All right. But it's your boy, Flash the Philosopher. It is he, it is me, it is I, and this is Sophisticatedly Ratchet Podcast, where we give you the real in a world of fake. All right.
Yay.
All right. Now I know some of y'all were like, Flash, why do you like glutes and why are you gluttonous for glutes? But I'm not going to tell you that yet, because we got to intro the episode, right? Which I almost forgot. All right. But
ain't glutes booties, bro?
They are booties, but I'm going to show you why. Not my booty, but I'm gonna definitely just intro TJ first, because she has to introduce our chakras and get our chakras aligned. TJ, you want to give your key phrase to introduce what you're doing?
No bad days.
Cue music.
Because I said it was going to be a great ass day. I won't accept nothing else. Nothing bad will enter my day. Say that shit like you mean it. Howl it. No bad days.
You're shooting off my air guns when I hear that.
Facts. No bad days, tribe. Not Monday, not Tuesday, not Wednesday, not Thursday, not Friday, not Saturday, not Sunday. No days of any week, 24/7, 365 days a year. No bad days.
A lot of good
days. Yeah, there's a lot of good days. Every day is a good day. You are at choice for creating a good day.
Great.
And I'm here to introduce another chakra. Today, we're going to be focusing on the crown chakra that's located right at the top of your head, right in the middle. And it represents the color purple.
Okay.
It connects you with the divine. It connects you with who you are as a person, and the divine can be represented as the universe or God. It's your connection to them, or to the divine, I would say, because I don't want to say it's a them, right? So what can I say about it? I'm going to do some affirmations that you can think of when I ring the singing bowl. You can think of these affirmations to make sure that you balance this chakra. And it is, I am connected to a higher power. I'm connected to the universe. Peace is available to me at any time. and I live in the present moment. So if any of those affirmations align with you, you can think of those. The crown chakra is also a chakra that allows you to remember. It's a chakra that reminds you that we're just a soul living in this body. We're borrowing this body for a certain time frame, for however long we're here on this earth. That's, we're this soul that lives on forever, and we're just borrowing this body. And the crown chakra reminds you of that. Okay. So go ahead and think of whatever affirmation resonated with you. Which one resonated with you, Shake?
I didn't hear nothing you said. I was just nodding my head.
You feel the pop quiz.
Y'all like
you feel the pop quiz.
I knew he would.
Looking like, don't be trying to pop quiz me out of nowhere. Pop quiz flash.
Flash. Which one resonated with you? Come on, make something up.
So when you were saying we was on borrowed time, I was just like, yeah, you're right, because this is borrowed time and this body is borrowed, so I should just continue to use it in the best ways possible.
Facts. Good. Yeah. That's good. You can focus on that. I mean, whatever resonates with you. Go ahead, Shay. Go ahead. You want to say something now?
You know what? I was actually trying to keep it in my head because I didn't want to interrupt you. But I wanted to say after you had I wasn't not even that. I wanted to go back to the no bad days when you said not any day and how we are in charge of that right there, making sure it's a good day. I was like, even when things aren't going your way, you can still make it a good day. You know what I'm saying? Like you find something to smile about. But I was gonna wait till you was done, so that's why I wasn't really paying you no mind, so I could hold that in my head.
Mo, you want to? Okay, that's okay. It's okay. That's okay. Mo, you have one that you want to share with the tribe? Which one are you gonna focus on? Which one resonates with you the most?
I'm connected to the universe.
Okay, yeah. For me, it's I live.
I have a power. Yeah.
Okay, I like that one. For me, it's I live in the present moment. I get to be present at every moment. Okay. So go ahead and if you say it's hard, remember power and life and death is in the power of the tongue. So if you say it's hard, it's going to be hard. You don't have to say it.
But no. So I think it's a good thing to say it's hard because I just want people to know to be focused. Yeah, and it takes work. Be intentful with that because to say it's easy undervalues the amount of effort that sometimes you got to put into something like that to be present.
Everything's subjective. Yeah. All right, guys. No more pop quizzes, okay? I'm sorry. I that was like that's a sour part of me, I guess.
Yeah.
No,
we don't like that.
Anyway, back to the sweet part of me.
Ice queen.
Focus on whatever resonates with you guys. Sit somewhere nice and comfortable or whatever you're doing. Just give yourself 2 seconds. Take a nice deep breath in and out.
Hold that.
I'll take it.
Hold that. My crown is clear.
No bad days.
No bad days.
Thank you, TJ. My God.
You're welcome.
I mean, I'll be honest. I can't find like a better chakra cleaner than you. Like I've been looking around.
Chakra cleaner.
Yeah,
I don't clean the chakras. Everything is up to you guys, tribe. It's just for you to be aware of everything that you're doing at every moment. That's it.
Yeah.
How am I feeling? Check in with yourself. That's what that is. It's a reminder for that.
TJ.
It's a fact.
All right.
All right. Cut my mic off, okay?
All right. Thank you. All right. So now for this next segment, of course, we're going to bring in, somebody again who we don't necessarily want to bring him in, but it's part of the show. We kind of ingrained him in it. All right. So he's going to kind of just increase our vocabulary. All right. So here's Shake with the word of the week. Educate me, ho. Come on.
All right. So today's word of the week, in honor of today's sin of the week. All right. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. Oh yeah. By the way, it's your boy Shake, and I'm introducing today's word of the week. Today's word of the week is jaded. All right. And for those of you who don't know, it doesn't mean what you thought it meant, right? Because I used to think it meant like tainted or something like that. But in actuality, jaded means tired, bored, or lacking enthusiasm. Typically after having had too much of something, right? So will use it in a sentence today. Okay. So when I was young, right, my mom gave me $20 and said, buy dinner. And when she went to church, when she stayed at church, when I went home, instead I bought a bunch of chocolate. So after that, after that day, and I ate a bunch of chocolate. It made me sick. And after that, my appetite was jaded towards chocolate.
Okay.
Like, that was more of a story, not a sentence, but still.
Yeah, for real. Jesus Christ. Woo. And I don't even feel like it was.
But I needed y'all to understand.
Properly, though.
Okay. How about
your
this
appetite was tired, bored, or lacking enthusiasm?
Yeah, I guess I guess he wasn't. Yeah, his energy wasn't
chocolate.
Like towards it. Yeah, like he didn't have no energy for it. Kind of.
I mean, you can say my jaded.
His face. His face looks jaded right now.
Yeah, he's jaded right now.
Yes. Yeah, so it was jaded. Okay? Jaded. Word of the week.
Word of the week.
Hey.
Oh man, that was funny. Okay, so Tribe, we've been doing this 7 Deadly Sins episodes, or like a compilation of episodes. Of course, we're winding it down. If probably by the time you hear this, it's only like 1 or 2 more left. But yeah, today we're going to be discussing the sin of gluttony. Okay, now gluttony, which has a Latin origin, it's called gula. All right, the definition of it is the overindulgence and overconsumption. Wow, my words are like off today. And overconsumption of anything to the point of waste. The word derives from the Latin gultire. I don't know how to pronounce that. All right, but meaning to gulp down or swallow. Wow, that's interesting. You get me? I got it. Gluttonous women, you. But one reason for its condemnation is that the gorging, the prosperous, may leave the needy hungry. Okay, now that's the definition of gluttonous. All right, so I guess it's the overconsumption of things. And I got all right, you know what I'm gonna do?
This kind of leads me back to my question from before, like, how rich is too rich? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Or am I jumping ahead? Like, how rich is too rich?
No, that's a fair question. I mean? But yeah, that's a good question. I hope we got that in there, but we'll see. But let's start with the burner question first, though. All right, and the burner question that I have for the tribe.
Can you explain what a burner question is first?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You gotta give me a set. But burner questions are a game that we play on this show, right? And on this game, we have 3 answers. One is yes, one is no, and one is sophisticatedly ratchet. So when we ask a question or phrase a thought, you're able to use these cards to determine your answer. Yes is self-explanatory, so is no. And sophisticatedly ratchet, we kind of call that the gray area, I guess. So it's like we kind of want to know why you're on the fence, or why you need to explain a bit better, for sophisticatedly ratchet. All right. So the question that I have for y'all based on that is, can you have too many vacations? Okay. That's the burner question for today. And can you have too many vacations? All right. So I got sheesh, you know what? I'm gonna go with mines too.
Now, I'm gonna switch my question. I'm gonna switch it to
Okay, all right. So I got TJ with a no. I got me with a no. Shake is with sophisticatedly ratchet, and Mo, I don't even know if she has cards. No, wait, she's actually going to go with no, never. All right, always in the clutch for the homie. All right, so let's start off with the so ratchet.
So ratchet, yo. So originally I had said yes, you know what I'm saying, to that question, because I feel like, yo, if you haven't accomplished anything, sometimes I'm be honest with you, you don't deserve a vacation. If you're okay, I can explain a little better. At some point you get to the point where your vacation is just you putting off your work, just you procrastinating, and it's just constant procrastination and you not getting shit done. And to be honest with you, vacation, and I'm not talking about just vacation from your regular job, I'm talking about vacation from work that you created for yourself, right? You create this work, and if you're constantly going on vacation, I'm constantly doing this, it's a distraction. That's what vacation is supposed to be. Now, do you need that distraction sometimes? Yes. If you're working hard, I think you deserve that distraction. You deserve to not be thinking about work. You deserve to be like somewhere where you don't have to worry about like, you know, any type of work. But if you're not actually putting in the work, I don't think vacations are warranted sometimes. That's just me though.
I feel you. Okay. All right. Go ahead. TJ wants to cut you off.
Cut his mic off. Vacation should not be a distraction, but now I'll be hearing your version or your definition of it. I'm like, okay, this must be something that's subjective, because vacation to me is like relaxation. It's your time to step away from everything that you've been doing, to give yourself some time, pour back into your cup. I don't see it as a distraction. I mean, I don't see it as a distraction. I think not everyone, you know, can afford vacation. So I feel like if you can afford it, hell yeah, go do it. If you can, you know, you have the time, you have the money, go ahead and do it. If you are going on vacations and your kids don't have food and clothes, or you're not focusing on your priorities like your rent, you know, stuff like that. That to me is a problem. I wouldn't say that it's too much vacations. I would just say that you need to prioritize, you know, the things that you really need to do. But I enjoy vacations. I love it. And I think that they're even healthy for relationships. When you go on vacations with your partner, it gives you an escape from like the outside world, like you're lovey-dovey. And for me, vacations, even with a partner, is like a good test, because if we're arguing, if we're whack on vacation, you're not for me, because that's like downtime, and I've actually had that. So like for me, like vacation is important. It's important to, you know, have time for yourself to decompress. It's good to do it with a couple. It's also good to have like trips with your boys and your friends. So I'm all for vacations. There could never be too much, as long as you're doing the right thing, you know, and you prioritize it properly. I'm complete.
I wonder real quick, is there like a certain amount of days that you need for it to be a vacation? Like if I just popped up in Miami for like a few hours and then I disappeared, is that a vacation still?
Yes, it is.
Not really.
Yes, it is.
I think it needs to be at least a weekend, bro. It needs to at least. It can't just be a day.
It can be.
Vacation for me needs to be a weekend.
It could be 2 days. It could be 1 day. It could be 2 days. Like I popped out to Vegas for 2 days. I went for the Usher concert and flew out the next day.
That's a vacation.
But it was only one
fly there for
24
1
hours.
day and come back. That shit like a work trip.
One day is like a visit. You just visited. You didn't go on vacation. You had no time.
I focused on myself. I went to the pool. I relaxed. I was out there by myself. I went to Nobu, had dinner by myself at the bar. Went to the Usher concert by myself. Like I went to the club by myself. Like I had a good time.
Yeah, you dope for fitting all that into 1 day, but go ahead.
No, it was 2 days. But I could. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, because I think like flight attendants actually do that. They fly to a place like a day or two, and it just seems like it's kind of like, you know, a work trip. You know what I'm saying? Like when you could go there and stay for 2 or more days would be considered a vacation. Nothing less than 2 days, in my opinion. That's just me. You know
I got you. All right, no problem. Yo, Mo, how you feel about that?
I don't think taking too many vacations are gluttonous, only because vacations are needed. You need time to reset yourself back. Now, let's be clear. If you're taking, vacation comes with responsibility as well. Like you can't be off of your job for a month. However,
why not?
Yes, you can.
Now,
if your job allows it.
That's what I'm going to say. If your job allows it, but realistically, that's a sabbatical. Your job's not allowed. You know what I mean? A sabbatical. I'm saying if you're planning responsibly, and jobs, they allow you vacation time. That's why they give you vacation time, because they feel you need a break at times. So having too many vacations, as long as it's not impeding your work or others that you're working with, why not?
Yo, Yo, for a dude like me, I ain't gonna hold you. I saved up at my job. My job is beautiful, but the only thing that's cool about my job, one thing, is that they give us a lot of vacation time. I get like 5 weeks of
Maybe.
vacation a year, right?
Mm.
But I save up my time because I don't go on vacation that often. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I think I got like 3 months of vacation saved up right now, like real shit. And you know, I think I need to take that shit, like real talk,
Yeah.
like. 3
You
months of
should.
vacation, bro. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, I definitely, we should definitely have an episode on vacations. I feel like there's a more like nuanced conversation about even like, do we only take vacations from like our jobs and all this other shit? Is that the time when we deserve vacations? Just when we kind of, the job lets us or allocates a certain amount of weeks for us and shit like that. But yeah, I just be thinking on it. But I will say for me though, I don't think you can have too many vacations either. I feel like the vacation thing is a break from your norm for the most part. And granted, and I don't even think vacations need to be in proportion to how hard you work, because in my mind, life is supposed to kind of feel like a vacation to a high degree. It's just that a lot of us don't have, like, you know, money to enjoy life like that all the time yet. But in my opinion, life is supposed to feel like a vacation. You're supposed to be relaxed, not too concerned with a bunch of things. But once again, reality sets in and we can't do it like that. But I do enjoy being able to say like, yo, I take vacations, I take time for myself, and yeah, I do the things to kind of recharge my battery.
True story. True story.
Yeah.
But
Anyone
never enough.
ever had to take like a vacation from a vacation?
Like when you're out and you gotta like separate or some shit.
How about Carnival? When if you ever been
You
to
get back from Carnival, you need to take a vacation after that vacation.
You need at least 3 days off
Well,
Carnival.
More so back in the day. That's why I would usually take, and I haven't done it recently, but I used to take 2 weeks off. I would take a week for vacation and then a week to recuperate from my vacation. Because a lot of times when you're on vacation, believe it or not, people think that you just relax. You don't really relax. You do, but you also exploring the country that you're in. You want to see something, you know, so some of that could be tiring as well. So
every time I do Carnival, every time I do Carnival more, I need like an extra day or two, especially if I know I'm doing the road. I gotta kick my legs up. Your legs gotta heal and shit like that.
Exactly.
I don't want to hear no soca for like the next week. Like I'm very just like, I need a vacation for real.
See, me and T's planning ourselves right for Jay. We're gonna have a nice little chill time after.
Shout out to Jamaica Carnival. Shout out to Jamaica. Anybody going to Trinidad, hit us up in the DMs. We're going in March. In April, sorry. In
April to Jamaica.
Nice. Jamaica Carnival lit.
Amen. All right. So let me move on, y'all.
Yes.
So one thing I want to know from y'all, all right? We're talking about the topic of gluttony as it applies to the 7 deadly sins. So for y'all, I want to know, what's something that you have consumed the most and why?
Consumed?
Yeah, something that you consumed the most and why?
Yeah.
Did that involve eating?
Yeah, even if it's food.
Yes. I'll go.
Yeah, go
I have consumed seafood a lot, particularly shrimp. I'm obsessed with shrimp. I'm everything shrimp. I can eat shrimp every single day. That's just food I'm not going to get tired of.
Like, is that like a requirement for first dates for you? Like, if you like seafood, is that like one step closer to the treasure trove?
It is one step closer to my. It is. It's like.
Would you say that your appetite will never be jaded by seafood?
Ooh.
Thank you.
It won't. I love seafood. Seafood is my ultimate favorite, and it's something I can eat every single day. I can eat broccoli as well.
I never knew how addicted Mo was to food until like I actually saw her in her element. I think I was high, and when you're high, like you really put
you pay attention.
You pay attention to everything. And I literally watched her put everything together on the plate. And like say for instance, she asked for a sauce. She waited for the sauce to come. Didn't touch, and everybody's eating. You know what I'm saying? She won't like touch everything until everything is right. And then after she done eating, she looks drugged. Like she looks like she's high.
Like the Al Bundy shit. Put her hand in
I'll be like, because I'm satisfied. So that's like it's like an after cigarette smoke for me. Like, yo,
yes. She also said one thing. She said one time was, I could be in a bathtub of seafood, and I was like, a bathtub with seafood in it.
Like
I've heard that before.
Remember that?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that was on the episode. Tribe, if y'all remember that episode, drop it in the DMs. We give you a prize for that.
Damn.
But yeah, I was like, yeah, okay, bestie, I get you.
Nah, she get a little spicy down there. I don't know about no bathtub, baby. Like,
well, it don't have to be spicy. It can be butter.
It could be butter, and it was a metaphor.
Okay.
Ask you how much
I
I
get
love
it.
seafood. Okay.
Yeah. I get it. I get it. Yo, for me, I think I've consumed, especially as a kid, I feel like I consumed way too many video games. Like, I feel like video games are like, just like, if you allow video, because the video games have become from, it's advanced so much from what it used to be, like Super Mario Brothers and all that stuff. I used to stay on the game all day playing Super Mario Brothers
addictive.
and shit. Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? And that was like that was back when it didn't have no graphics. Nowadays, like, it looked like you really in the game. Like, it's real.
Really?
Like, yeah. Yo,
with the
and
headphones
it's just like,
and the chair that vibrates
and now you can talk to people, you go online. Like, seriously, I feel like people can actually live their lives on video games. Like, I really had to like slow down. Like, I had to convince myself that I don't even like video games. It's a psychological thing for me. Convince myself that I don't like it, so I won't waste my time with it. You know what I mean? Like, I won't even pick up a controller. Like, I have a PlayStation 5. I probably haven't picked up the controller in 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I felt like I was addicted to PlayStation. I was addicted to like Grand Theft Auto. I was playing that all the time. Like you go online, and then like I would ask myself, I'd be like, yo, because I was trying to get my score higher, but I'm sitting here asking myself, yo, to what end? To what end? Like, I get it to 100. Now what? Right? Now I've got to get it to 200. And I was just like, you know, it don't make sense. So I need to do that.
Yeah, Shake, right? I ain't gonna hold you. I think what you're talking about as far as video games, it affects the type of video games I play. I can only play games that last a very small moment in time, and it's not like I don't have like a grind that I'm trying to get to. So it's like I play something where it's like Call of Duty. I could play a couple matches, you get your little rush, you stop or something like that. But yeah, I totally get that though.
Yeah. So video games, I didn't even think of video games until you said that, Shake, and it took me back to when I was in Iraq and Kuwait. I was deployed. So my girlfriends, we were all young. We were in our 20s, and an escape for us was playing on our computers. And we used to play the game Sims. You guys remember the game Sims?
Murderers. You know how much people I killed in the Sims?
Jeez. I didn't know that I was addicted to Sims. And I think it had something to do with the music that they played. It was always playing the music. They didn't even speak words. You know what I mean? But I remember being so addicted to it. Yeah. I remember my baby died. I had a baby, and the baby died in a house fire.
Oh no.
And I was legit depressed. I cried, and not to the point where
you're killing babies on Sims.
You killed the whole family. If you burn up the house, people die.
You took the doors off of the house or something? What happened? They didn't have a fire extinguisher?
No, the house burned, and my child burned in the fire, and I was devastated, and to the point where I had to go back and find. You know, they were like, you could research how to go back into the game and like all the tips and stuff, like, you know, how to get more. Yeah. And I rewinded time to make sure that shit did not happen again.
She did some Superman shit. Wow. She did some Superman shit.
I did.
She flew backwards around the world.
No. She cheated.
I did, but there's a lot of cheat codes. You guys know cheat codes in the game on how to get extra lives, how to get extra whatever.
Nah, you can't bring your family back from the dead. They're not the same people.
That's my problem with the Sims, because the Sims is low key trying to teach niggas how to play God, and I'm just sitting here like,
yeah, it did.
Powerful, like you could. Yo, there was somebody who was telling me how they used to keep their Sim in a room and just working, and they took all the doors off. You know, the sim couldn't get out the room, and they had like a window just to get like a little bit of sunlight, but they were forced to just work. And every now and then, they would drop some food in the room for them just so they could sustain life. But they raised a slave.
That's messed up. Why did they do that? So the Sims wouldn't get hurt? when they want to, or so they want to die?
No,
That's when they find out what
What's the
crazy
point?
people are.
Yeah, they found out a way to make money, and it was by making slaves in The Sims. And I'm just sitting here like, you see, this is why we can't play games like this, because we really see the dark side of people, like when you play The Sims or whatnot. And I know I did experimental shit with my Sims, because I know I didn't play the game the way it was supposed to play. I know I was doing like things that I wasn't supposed to do in The Sims, but
like
it
what? Making it have sex and shit. Like I
all
would
types of
love to
shit,
make
all
my
types
Sims
of
have
shit.
sex.
Yo, my guy was a gallus at one point. Like I had like a
Yes.
harem of women.
Yeah, mad bitches.
I never
And when they
played
find
Sims.
out about each other, it's a fight. They fight.
What?
Word.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they argue.
Oh,
they
man.
do. It's
Oh my
real.
God.
Man, this
It's
is
real.
I
different.
remember the game. I just never played it, but I definitely remember.
Yeah,
it.
me
I was
neither. I remember
addicted
it
to it.
too.
It was like my escape because I was,
Yeah.
overseas. So
Yeah. So
Yeah, I
one
get
thing,
that.
one thing with me that I know I was addicted to. I don't even want to say addicted. I think I was gluttonous with a lot of electronics, more so in the past than I have now. I felt like I always wanted to, and I don't even know if to really call it gluttonous, but at least for me, it was like I'm always upgrading and getting the new thing and looking at the shiny new thing and wanting the new thing. And it's like there was a need to have it, whether it was like the watch, the phone, or whatever the case is. And it's like my old shit, it still worked just as fine. I don't even think nothing was wrong with it. But once again, there was a time where I was updating phones almost every 6 to 7 months, and that's short for me because I'm sitting here like, why do I need so many phones? Like, who am I calling? Like, but I'm such a techie though at heart. It's like I forget that there's there's a time when you kind of want to wait for real innovation or have time to even appreciate certain things. So I know like that's one thing I know I'm a little bit gluttonous with. I feel like I'm maybe it's calmed down now, but jalapeno chips, I love jalapeno everything honestly, but I go in on the jalapenos.
I do like jalapenos too.
Yeah, so I say that's part of food.
Yo, nobody says social media though, and I don't know if you guys know, but there's an actual lawsuit out right now for social media where like they're saying that Instagram knows that it's addictive. And if your kid if your kid would have having a hard time sleeping or they felt sick, like people were actually physically getting sick from social media. It's real. And Instagram knows what they're doing. So they're actually working up a class action lawsuit against Instagram right now. I heard it on the radio the other day.
You see,
well, we talked about this already with Facebook. Like they know that it's affecting the kids' image and stuff like that. Some of the ads that they play.
You know why that's not going to work? And I'm going to be honest. I feel like apps like that were designed in the first place to be overconsumed. There was never a thought about like, how do we keep less people off this platform? The whole process with it is how do we keep people stuck to this platform? How do we keep people, using
making money?
And if clearly, and it's going to make them money. So I look at it as like, and granted, they have new features in Instagram where it's like control your screen time or like it
I was just gonna say that. Like, what about if the lawsuit comes and says
it's up to you
as far as the parent, because they have parent control, so they're gonna say you have the autonomy to control this.
Yeah, but that's my thing though. They put shit on the back of lottery tickets talking about, hey, if you have a problem, call 1-800. Like the lottery ticket that I'm buying in consumption, but it's like
even with cigarettes, that's what they put on cigarettes too. When you smoke the same shit.
I don't think it really deters people from using it because you just are too deep in the game, I guess. So I don't know. That's just how I feel about that. But what question was we on? With the thing that we most consumed? Did everybody go?
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. All right. So we touched on it a bit, but I'm going to just ask this as the next question because we probably gonna stick too long on this. But what's a food that you can't get enough of? You said crab legs, Mo, so we're not even gonna let you answer.
She said shrimp. She said shrimp.
Sorry,
crab legs is good too.
Crab legs, lobster, scallops.
Yes.
And calamari.
Okay, I thought to the calamari. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Those are what I can't. And vegetable wise, broccoli.
Yeah.
I keep broccoli every day.
What kind of nasty shit you be eating?
You know what? To be honest, I don't have like anything food wise now because because I've been trying to stick with this new diet, this whole alkaline vegan thing. So like I've noticed that I've become a little gluttonous, like because I've been on such a strict diet. When I go outside, it's a wrap. I
All right,
want
so
that. I want
that.
that. I want
That's what I
that.
wanna
I
know.
want that.
What do
I
you
want
want?
everything. So I
What do
can't
you
say it's
want?
just one thing. It's not
That's
one
true.
thing. But I will say I could be gluttonous when it comes to edibles. I'm not gonna lie. There's times that I'm like,
You
oh
pop 2 or 3 at a time.
no, I don't, but like I enjoy it. Like
Yeah.
I really do. So
See, I can't be you. I like to smoke, but I can't do the edibles thing. That shit is too trippy for me.
yeah. I don't like the fact that I get this like bingey type of appetite where I just want to binge eat everything because that doesn't support me.
After
Yeah,
the
after.
okay.
Yeah, because edibles does that for me.
I don't get that. You know, like
Okay.
weed don't make me hungry. This is the thing I've come to love about weed. For me, at least. I don't know. Everybody always talks about the munchies and shit. And I'm not saying I can't eat a little bit more when I'm on weed, but that's not, I guess it's not my go-to. I don't know.
Yeah, I eat to the point where I feel pregnant. My stomach really does expand and it's hard. And it's bad.
Okay. Well, you're gonna have to slow down on the gummies.
Yeah. No, I think I need to switch. I think I want to try psychedelics. I want to figure out mushrooms.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I try not to overconsume stuff like weed or drinking or anything like that.
We talking about food.
What food though? Yeah, what food do you overconsume?
What food that you can't get enough
of? Can't get enough of.
Well, because when I do smoke, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm more thirsty, bro. I don't get that hungry either. Just like you, Flash. Like I don't get hungry. I get.
You just want water.
Yeah.
Yo, I need water, bro. Like but it feel like I'm gonna keep it a stack though. It's like I have been dehydrated the entire day, but as soon as I smoke, I realize because I start to actually pay attention to myself or
your
like
body.
my body a little
I tell
more
you that.
to realize
I tell you that
like,
all the time.
my back hurts or something like that.
Yeah, you could tell exactly where it is.
I've been ignoring this pain or I've been ignoring this thirst for the entire day, and I realized, yo, shoot, damn, I got to drink all day. I need to drink something, and all of a sudden I'm super thirsty. You know what I mean? But I typically try not to overconsume like those type of stuff, and that's why I do like the 45 days like during Lent. I usually give it up, like drinking and weed and stuff like that because I know that I could have an addictive personality, and I have to prove to myself that I don't. So this is the reason why I give up stuff that during that time.
Shake, when you gonna answer the question?
Yeah, what food though?
Yes, what food?
There was a question
about food. What food that you can't get enough of? It's rolling finger.
There was a question. It was a question. That was a question.
It's scrolling across the screen. Once again,
it's not me. It's not me. I've never ate.
I apologize. I came back in. Can I think of my answer for a second? Go ahead. Can I think of my answer for a second?
You're up next. We've already.
I'm up next. Mo already said seafood, okay? And I can't get enough of that either. I love some seafood, bro. Okay. I can eat seafood all day, bro. I'll keep it a stack. And I think I'm gonna try to go vegetarian for Lent. I'm gonna keep because I get back. I'm gonna try to go
pescatarian or vegetarian.
I'm gonna pescatarian. I'm gonna try to go pescatarian this year. But my thing is, yo, TJ, if I'm a pescatarian, right? Can I eat all seafood or just fish?
No, you can eat all
anything
seafood.
seafood.
You can eat any seafood. You can eat all seafood.
All seafood?
That's why. That's why I always said like if I had to do like vegetarian, vegan, or pescatarian, I would have to do pescatarian. Yeah, I could do pescatarian.
So
but I do want you to watch out, guys, because it is very high in cholesterol. So just be careful.
Yes, baby,
what's high in cholesterol?
Seafood.
Definitely like shrimp.
Shrimp is high in cholesterol.
Okay, but I'm gonna mostly do like fish. Like, what's the best kind of fish?
Yeah,
I would say I can tell you what to stay away from. I would tell you to stay away from anything farm raised.
Yeah,
or fried too.
Or fried.
Or fried. Yeah, wild salmon is good. Wild shrimps, anything wild is good.
So I thought farm raised was good. Like, farm raised is not good?
There you go.
I think it was like contained. Like
it actually is.
I think contained. I think clean. I think like maintain.
Don't get TJ started. Don't get TJ started.
No, wow.
Like mad.
I want to educate the tribe,
though.
Can I educate the tribe real quick? Just real quick.
Go ahead, TJ.
Have you guys? I've seen farm raised. I've seen a shrimp farm in Thailand. A lot of shrimp from the U.S. comes from Thailand. If you look at the packaging, it will say farmed and it will say Thailand. And, here in the U.S., we have a lot of regulations. In those countries, they don't. And so they literally overcrowd these little like water areas, and they throw all the shrimp, all the fish, like they are overcrowded. It's just like the chicken coops that we see that are overcrowded, and they're injecting it with steroids and all these things. They're putting all these things inside the water to help them grow faster. So to me, I feel like wild caught is the best. Right. You choose and do what resonates with you. No shade. And then also I want to let my tribe know about Flash. I know you said you like to smoke. I want our tribe to know that even anything that you smoke, even though we know that weed is of the earth, anything that you smoke and put into your lungs is not good for your lungs. And just remember that weed has no filter on it. Hookah has no filter on it. All that stuff is, affecting your lungs. So just FYI. And that's one of the reasons why I stick with edibles. But everything in moderation, right?
Yo, TJ, let me ask you a question though. Kobe beef, right? Kobe beef, wouldn't that be considered like farm raised? But isn't that considered like the best kind of beef there is?
Yeah, right? They treat the animals really well. That's what makes it this like Kobe beef. They massage the cows. The cows are happy, and I think that's important. When you think about like what you're eting, no one wants to eat somebody that's been beat and battered and bruised, and like you didn't give them no daylight. These chickens are like in little coops. They don't never see daylight. They don't never get to walk freely. They're injecting them with steroids and hormones, and
shit. They treat them real good up until the day they kill them. I wonder if it's like a.
But they don't treat them that good. They don't treat them that good, and that's why people have been going to like farm raised.
No, I think he was talking about the Kobe
free range. The Kobe beef. The Kobe beef. They do treat them good.
Up until the point that they kill them. You know what I mean? They probably
they've seen difference in the meat. They've seen difference in the meat too. And the marbling.
But I had thought that was farm raised. So when I think of farm raised, I think of something like that. But I see what you're saying is something totally different. Like it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
Right, TJ, you done with your
I'm done. Sorry, tribe.
That educative part of the
she loves educating. She loves to educate us about this.
We gotta get healthy. We're just gonna talk to good old TJ.
Gotta get healthy, boy.
She'll cure your vices and then give you a next vice that's healthy.
Like edibles and shit, right?
I partake. I have my fair share, and I eat horrible shit when I do. So
I ain't gonna lie. Like edibles are the way to go. That is the healthiest way to consume weed. To be honest with you, it's the healthiest way to consume it. I don't see
not really.
Healthier. But it's
I
not
actually
really...
don't. You know why? Because I feel like it takes so long to hit certain people.
It does.
And even for me, sometimes, like if you take a new edible, you don't know. Like one time it took me like I told you, I took a psychedelic recently, which was like a mushroom chocolate, and I didn't feel anything. But for people that want to get a quick high, I know people that are like, I like to smoke because I know that I'm gonna get high like right away. It's gonna last for a few minutes, and then I can go about my day. When you're on the edibles, you don't know how high you're gonna get. You don't know when it's gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? And you got shit to do.
And
so I don't really recommend any of it.
Because of all those unknowns, this is why Flash will continue to smoke. Okay?
That's why I get it. And I feel you. I feel you for that.
And this is why Mo does not smoke.
Right. I'm just saying.
When I start selling edibles, I'm gonna have some sort of regulation on it. As far as this is how much weed you want. This is how much you want to eat if you want to get to this level for advanced smokers and shit like that. Like you gotta have levels based on the level of weed of pothead they are. Right?
Wait, TJ.
Yeah, we have to know our limits for ourselves.
Wait, TJ. So wait, if you could like shoot it up your ass or some shit, would you do it? Like, as you just want like a quick hit,
a quick like,
you want a quicker turnaround time. Would you be okay?
I don't know if
that?
it'd be absorbed that way.
I think it could.
I think it could too.
It should be.
I don't know, but did you hear about the little girls that were saturating their tampons in alcohol and then putting it up there?
No.
Yeah,
and they got high. They got high.
Yeah,
or they got like woozy. You know, like they felt the effects of the alcohol.
Bloodstream.
It does because of the mucus. The mucus membranes are there, and
so would you though, TJ, for the turnaround time? Like, is that something you would consider?
I don't like alcohol, so I wouldn't do that.
No, not alcohol. Weed. Like if they had like liquidized weed that you can like booty shot, like put it up your butt, and then it
or you want the band
reacts quicker.
You want the band that goes around your
what are you talking about? Injected?
No, I don't want to do anything that involves needles. I've done butt play, so I wouldn't mind, you know.
Okay. I know she's
do a shotgun in my booty. Do a shotgun in my booty.
Actually, we're gonna save this replay.
I don't like to do weed at all because I feel like anytime I pull it myself, it burns the back of my throat. So I had a girlfriend that I would just love when she would give me shotguns. She was the first person that introduced me to weed and sex. And so like, I remember her like getting high while we were like, you know, just laying down. She'd blow the smoke over my body. It was like dope. Like it was dope.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's real sexy. I think shotguns are sexy, bro.
It is.
Shotguns is always sexy.
Yeah, it is.
Even in hookah, I've done shotguns.
So wait. So shotguns when you blow the smoke. So she blew smoke in your booty?
No, but I would be open to it.
A shotgun is when you blow smoke into the person's mouth, and then from the smoke they could take it and then blow.
You could do it two ways, bro. You could do it two ways. A fake shotgun
or with
is one where you put the smoke right here, just in your cheeks, and then you blow it into their mouths. That's the fake way you do it. That's just the sexy way.
But the other one,
the real way to do it is to flip the blunt, put it in your mouth, and to blow it into their mouths, and then that way they actually get more smoke.
All right, and I know this is left field, and I don't want to find out by myself, but if somebody blows enough smoke into your booty, can you get higher?
I don't think so.
I don't. Yeah, it's just.
I don't think so.
How do y'all know? How do y'all know?
How about you try it tonight, nigga? Try it tonight. Ask your girl.
I don't want to be the test subject. No.
Stop, nigga. You lick booty all the time. Ask
no,
her.
I don't. I'm not an ass eater. I told you.
You never licked her ass.
No, I don't eat ass. I don't eat ass.
Yo, have you ever tried though, Flash?
I'm kind of scared.
Oh, okay.
You a lie. You're such a lie. I'm never lying. Every time someone eats me out, I think they always kind of lick a little bit of the ass. I mean, it's right there. Like, stop acting like that.
Not really, not me, because I stay situated in one area, and I do good in that one area.
You see, that's niggas who lose their way, TJ.
I don't really want you to navigate it anywhere. You need to stay on the clitoris.
Flash his guns.
You gotta stay on the clitoris. If you start moving around, I'm definitely gonna swipe my booty hole.
You do too much. You do too much.
I'm gonna
you just stay in one area.
Move around. Yeah, when you move around, it's just gonna turn me off. Stay where you gotta stay and do what you gotta do.
We're moving on before we get
before we get too deep in this. You know how we get caught in
we already in a booty hole. How we get?
I know, right? Went from blowing, smoking booties to I don't know where the fuck he's about to go. Anyway, so just for context, Flash can't get enough of cashews, bananas, and salmons. Okay, those are my three. Salmon, yeah, I love salmon. If I see it on the menu, sometimes I don't even look at other food on the menu. I love salmon.
Really? Okay.
Bananas, nuts, and fish, bro. Okay.
But yeah, bananas, cashews, ho. I say cashews.
Nuts and fish.
Cashews. I mean, it is like just what you need to survive. You know,
cashews are good. Oh, Mo, why you didn't say your pistachios?
Pistachio.
This bitch done got crazy off pistachios.
Yeah, I slowed down from it.
Yo, I love
girl.
Yo,
Mo, like 2 years ago.
Yo, Mo, they make a pistachio latte at a little spot by me.
Next time you out here.
I don't like coffee though.
It's a latte though. It's not coffee.
A latte? Oh, I'll have to try. Yeah.
Lattes are coffee.
No, it's not. See, that's what you gotta stop brainwashing.
I don't know. I don't drink coffee. I don't know what a latte is.
It's a form of coffee mixed in with some extra stuff, but it's not just coffee.
Coffee, bro.
Yeah, it's coffee and milk and shit.
No, it's called a latte. If I wanted coffee, I'd say let me get a coffee. But when I go, I say let me get a latte.
Bro, a latte is just a weak coffee, bro. So what are you talking about, Flash? Like
I wouldn't know because I don't drink lattes, coffee. What's the other one? Espresso. None of them. I don't drink.
Yo, Flash. What's the difference between a latte and a frappe?
I don't know.
We don't even know what the fuck a latte is.
No, all right.
Let me a latte is coffee. So
a frappe is like the one that they serve at McDonald's, and it's got like the little stuff on the top.
Can I tell you what a frappe? So a latte and the difference between a latte and a frappe is cold, bro.
That's where I was going with it. That's where I was going with it. That's where I was going with it. All right.
It's all coffee, though, Flash. It's all coffee.
I'm jaded by the fact that y'all think coffee and lattes are very similar. They are, but they're not. All right. Anyway, moving on though. I want to know what.
It's got to bing yourself. Bing.
I know, right? Yo, what do you consume the most on the internet? Now don't be shy. Like we got you just let it out.
I'll be real, like drama. Like I do social media stuff, so news, gossip. That's really what I consume most on the internet.
I feel like I spend a lot of time.
On the shade room, on the shade room. That's what I'm looking at, and news. But go ahead.
I feel like I spend a lot of time on YouTube watching YouTube videos and shit like that. I like to learn. I like to hear about different stuff, but I feel like sometimes they just be hitting me with nonsense on YouTube. It just be like sometimes you just be listening to this like get out of here with that. Like that's not true. Like they'll be like, oh, you could make hundreds of dollars just by not even putting your face online. You can just
by blinking.
You know what I love when I find the people who be like, I actually tested this out and it's trash and he's a liar and this that. I like when people actually
give their real reviews on stuff.
Yeah, like actual reviews on these freaking on these personalities on YouTube. But at the same time, there is a lot of really valid information on YouTube that you can learn. I spend a lot of time doing that and just learning. You know what I mean? Like different stuff because you learn all kinds of new stuff on it that you didn't really know of. And I like the fact that it kind of like, every video kind of like points you to another video that's kind of similar, but it's a little different. And then before you know, if you watch 4 or 5 videos, you could just be somewhere else. Like, you know what I mean? Like I started watching videos about AI and you can see all kinds of stuff on it. There's all kinds of AI now.
Yeah. I kind of second that too, Shake. I watch a lot of fucking YouTube videos. I'm gonna be honest. I'm also like in this phase of my life where it's like I like to learn shit and I'm big on DIY stuff. So before I think I need to sometimes pay for somebody to do stuff, like I'm on YouTube like trying to figure out like how do I do this myself?
And I could do this shit myself, right?
I'm telling you, I done set up so much stuff.
Do you finish it?
Yeah, I've done car stuff. I fixed things on my truck. I flushed my water heater and did a bunch of stuff with my water heater earlier or last year and stuff like that. It's just so much thing that you can do, which is there because once again we're in like a data driven
society. Yeah,
it's like so much information out there to do the thing that you need to learn or do, like, and skills are invaluable. So yeah, YouTube is definitely one of those things. I'm also big on like a lot of tech news and porn. I think those are the other 2 things I
I was waiting for somebody to say that.
My porn is up there. Like it's in there.
I can say it's not really up there for me because I don't spend a lot of time on it. I'm gonna say I do. I do try to consume it daily. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm just not in the mood for it. I try to daily, like once a day. Not like you, TJ, all day long, but I try to do it like once a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, because for me personally, if I'm watching it for longer than an hour or if I'm watching it longer than a half hour, I feel like this is time wasted. I could be doing other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I can take care of myself in like 5-10 minutes. And I'm good. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Throw 3 videos up.
Yeah, what are y'all doing for an hour when y'all watch porn for an hour? Are y'all like, is it ever just not about the porn anymore? Because I'm serious. I don't think
I don't watch porn for an hour. I don't know what Shake is talking about. That's you, TJ. That's not me. I mean, I wouldn't even say that I consume that the most on the internet.
Okay.
For me, it would be social media. It would be TikTok is the fucking devil. Yo,
It is.
I've never been into social media like that. Like I was never big on Facebook. I did get somewhat addicted to Snapchat because I love the stories on Snapchat. And so that's why and Mo was like, you need to be on Instagram. You know, Instagram is popping. And I was like, okay, you know, I'm not really big on Instagram, but I will tell you that I love the stories aspect of Instagram.
Yeah.
And then the minute I got introduced to TikTok, that shit is the fucking devil.
So TJ,
you could be on TikTok for hours and just watching new things and like people.
So TJ, I already know when you switch back to Instagram, it's when Instagram stole that feature from Snapchat because that's when I switched back to say that's when I stopped fucking with Instagram for a minute too because it was falling
Snapchat.
Off. When they added stories, Instagram is the number one thief. They stole the stories from Snapchat. And then they stole the reels from TikTok. So
from TikTok,
they stay relevant. They know how to stay relevant.
I wouldn't even say it's stealing. It's they know how to stay relevant. They know how to learn their audience and give the audience what they want. That's what good businesses do. I need to understand my customer and give them exactly what they want so that they don't have to go nowhere.
Fuck understanding the customer. They understand their enemies or like their competitors. I should say.
Competitor.
Crazy. Yeah, that's a fact.
And they got to stay up in the market. You know what I mean? Like they need to make sure that they're competing with TikTok and Snapchat. And I haven't been on Snapchat since.
Yeah.
Yo, have you guys actually been going on like Facebook lately? Like, did you? I got off of Facebook for a minute, and I just recently started going back on because I realized that Facebook is kind of amazing. And I missed the wave because, you know, I'm one of those millennials that just stopped fucking with Facebook. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of us that did. You know what I mean? So now that I've gone back, I realize there's so much stuff on there now. Like
there's dating apps. There's things you can sell things now.
Everything.
Yeah. I've been on Facebook. I never really left Facebook. I mean, I go on to, you know, tell people happy birthday, but I'm not posting on Facebook. I should say that.
Yeah.
Tribe, can I do my 2020 twin?
Oh,
gosh.
Get it.
Guys, you can listen to us everywhere you hear podcasts: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon has podcasts. And we're talking about social media right now. Are you a part of our social media on IG? We're at So Ratchet Podcast. Go ahead and hop over there. Follow us right there. Like our post. Comment on our post. Follow us there. Connect with us there. Share your thoughts there. We're also on TikTok at So Ratchet Podcast. And Shake was just talking about Facebook. Are you a part of our Facebook group? Look for us. Put in So Ratchet Podcast or Sophisticatedly Ratchet. You can find us. Join the group today. Hit the like button, hit the follow button. We're also on YouTube at So Ratchet Space Podcast, where you can see our beautiful and handsome faces. Hey, Tribe. Come on over. Every first Wednesday, we go live, and we love to connect with you. We love to talk with you. So hit us up. Deuces. Oh, and Twitter. So Ratchet Pod.
Damn,
Speaking of social media, right?
Right? Speaking of. But yeah, we got to get back. So the Sophisticatedly Ratchet Podcast is on Facebook. We have a group. We're starting to build that up right now. We're going to be throwing burner questions in there. So if you have something to say, I know a lot of people that listen to the episodes, they be hitting me up like, girl, this is what I have to say about that episode. Throw it on the Facebook. Let's all chat about it in Facebook.
All right, I ain't mad at that.
All right,
yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna try to wind this down. So I got maybe one or two questions left. I want to know: have you ever hoarded something or seen an example of hoarding?
So
I'll say this. When I was definitely working in telecommunications, kind of going into a bunch of people's homes or whatnot, I feel like I've seen so many examples of hoarding. And when I say like I've seen the most extreme things, is because I've been in a lot of people's houses. And sometimes I would go into houses and I realize like this is pretty creepy. This is at least this I never say it out loud, but it's what goes to my mind, because I'll go in the house and like there'll be like walls lined with like dolls or like other like figures and shit. And as I'm walking,
collectors,
yeah, it's hard for me to think like things are not looking at me and or like something's going on. And like to even find like the thing I had to work on, I had to like separate the dolls and shit. So it was different. And then like even with that, like people who even like hoard animals to a certain degree. I'm not knocking animal lovers, but sometimes I've been in environments where it's like this is not sustainable for certain animals. I'm talking about whether we're talking about like dogs and cats. Yeah, I'm talking about there's feces everywhere. Yeah, it gets to be too much sometimes.
Yo, Flash, let me ask you a question. When does collecting become hoarding, though, for you? When do you think collecting becomes hoarding?
I think collecting becomes hoarding when you have to move things out the way too much to get to the things that you need. You know what I'm saying? So if you're having to move the thing that you collect the most in order to get to with the things you need to access.
You can't even cook food. You can't even cook
food.
Like,
that's because it's no longer contained to a room where you can say like, hey, this is what my collection is. It's like it's in everywhere that I am. So yes, that to me is kind of like hoarding.
Got you.
Yeah, I probably did see hoarding like when I used to be in the field and stuff like that. I feel like I'm not a hoarder, but I may hold on to things a little longer than I need, and then I tell myself, girl, you got to get rid of this. Yeah, like time for you to get rid of this, but it takes me a while because I'll just be like, you had it for so long. But after a while, it's like, all right, now just get rid of it. But go ahead, Jake. No, go ahead.
Nah, I said for me, the rule of thumb is if you haven't used it over a year, you don't fucking need it no more. Throw that shit away. Like, and when I get into my I hoard. I'm gonna say I'm a low level hoarder. Okay.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I feel like that's how I'm low level.
Right. Medium level hoarder, like real shit. Like I be having to throw away shit for her, and she don't even realize it's missing. That's how you know you never needed it. You didn't know it was gone. You didn't need it. Like I think it's like baby boomer. It's like a baby boomer kind of thing, like where they like hold on to shit, where they'll be like,
because they never had. That's why.
Let me hold this stroller because somebody gonna need this eventually. Like, no, fuck that. Throw that away. Like, why are you holding on to that shit? You don't need that.
But I agree with you, Shake. It is moments when I get into a spring like that too, and it's like, all right, you haven't worn this in 2 years. Like,
come on,
get rid of this. Like, stop.
On.
Yeah, I get like that a lot sometimes too. Yeah.
But you know what it is, Shake. I think I'm a low level hoarder too, because there's certain things that I know I've kept for over a year.
Me too. A low
electronics, especially. I used to have a drawer full of phones. Niggas probably think I was running an operation out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? But no, sometimes it's like I've had very good memories with certain things. So it's hard for me to always get rid of the thing right away. But granted, once again, I do keep those things in places where they're still contained. So part of me is like, it's hoarding to a small degree, but it's not interfering with anything.
Correct. With anything
in my day, I guess. So that's where I try to maybe decipher between like, am I hoarding or am I just collecting some things? So
Yeah. I personally would say that I am not a hoarder. I like to have, neatness, order in my house. And I think it was because I think my mom was low key a hoarder, not my mom, just my dad. But I think, and hearing you talk, Shake, saying like, saving the stroller, you have to understand where we came from. And I'm going deep with this answer. But, when you grow up without food, without water, without access to like things that you need, like shoes and whatever, like, or you'd be like, oh, let me save that. Don't throw that out. We're going to put it in a barrel and we're going to send it to Jamaica. Somebody could value from these things. And like my dad would never throw anything out. I mean, we would have, I don't know if y'all real Caribbean, y'all know. You have the regular fridge. Then you got the deep freezer.
And you got the deep freezer.
We got a deep freezer too.
Everybody got a deep freezer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
deep freezer be having meat in there for like 7 years.
Facts. Like that's some hoarding ass shit. It's like, yo, how long this been in there? But they coming from a place where they didn't have, or canned goods. They're like, oh no, this is good. It's still in the can. It's good, and it's like The expiration. Go ahead. What you say?
No, you made me think of my mom because my mom go around and steal free shit just to give free shit to
other people. My mom too.
I mean, like, who are you saving? Like, what are you like? They could have just gave them the address. That's how my mom.
But that's like my grandmother. Like my grandmother she has a refrigerator, she had a deep freezer, and then there's a deep freezer in the freaking garage.
Right.
Yo,
why do you need
crazy.
that? And then she would she'll be like, oh, I'm gonna go pick up stuff at the pantry. Lady, for what? You don't need anything. For who?
Yeah, but it's not
for them. She's preparing for the zombie apocalypse, bro.
Right. But it's not for them. It's the culture of taking care of the community and taking care of other people and being able to help others. So I think that's where it comes from. And then I watched that TLC show.
Yep, Hoarders.
And that shit
Buried Alive. It's called
Buried Alive.
Hoarders Buried Alive. That's what
Buried Alive. Yeah. And I will say
psychology with that. It's mental health.
Yeah, there is psychology with it. And and I think it comes from, like what they had experienced.
That's an extreme.
Yeah, but some people, they went without food. So they hoard food. They hoard, things. For me, I would say looking at my closet sometimes, I'm just like, yo, I have like 5 items on one hanger sometimes.
Yeah, I have 2 items on one.
And I just literally cleaned out my drawers the other day. And I was just like, yo, I've had this since high school. And I still didn't want to give it up.
Yeah.
That's a low level.
And it still fit me. It still fit me.
Stuff from high school. I'll keep some stuff from high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like my gym uniform. I hold on to that. You know what I mean?
I have my army uniform.
No, like I still have, and even from high school, to be honest, I'm pretty sure it's not. And it's probably my mother's side. I have my track uniform, and I could probably fit right into it.
Yeah,
I have my track uniform.
Yo.
Yeah, no, like I have t-shirts that I could still wear, like Lacoste t-shirts. I'm like, ooh, I don't want to throw it out. It looks so good. It's cute. And it's like a crop top, like, and I can still fit it. Like, but I feel like my closet needs work.
Right.
Mine too. I need to go through and I'm going through my closet. Wait, have you ever done this? I went through my closet throwing out stuff, but there's still stuff in there that could be thrown. But you're like, all right, but you did a good. Because now if I go back in there now, I'm telling you. Yeah.
You ever find stuff with tags on it that you ain't never wore?
Yo,
in my drawer,
for real.
I'd be like, come on now.
I just be hating when I buy it have the tag, and then I realize it don't fit me no more. That's what I'm just like.
Yes, I have pants right now that's in my closet, and the tag is still on. It cannot fit me.
Let me tell you something. I'll keep clothes that don't fit me and say that shit is motivation. I'm gonna lose this weight.
That's me.
I'm gonna fit these shits
me.
again.
I'm gonna fit this. I'm gonna fit this.
Okay. I ain't mad.
And then speaking of food, you ever have people who have like leftovers in their fridge too? That's another thing. Like motherfuckers be having leftovers for days. And I'm talking about they would have 4, 5, 6 different meals in the fridge. But throw that shit in the garbage. Yo, you're not eating it. Obviously, you're not eating it. Throw it away.
Or deep freezer. You know what I mean? Like
I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm sometimes guilty of the nigga that has the condiment. It's just been sitting there. And
you keeping them ketchup condiments,
the ketchup or something. It's like I got to understand, like, that's. And granted, you throw it out at some point, but you open that fridge 150 times, and you watch that packet there. You knew you wasn't going to eat that ketchup. You know what I'm saying? You know you wasn't going to eat that wing.
that duck sauce.
Take it out.
You never know when you're gonna have Chinese food, and you don't know when you're gonna.
They always give you duck sauce. They're gonna give you new duck sauce.
Give it to you
every time, TJ.
But in my head, I'd be like, somebody might need duck sauce, and I have extra duck sauce.
You ain't never not had no duck sauce. You know, people will get new duck sauce and throw away the new duck sauce, knowing that they still had old duck sauce in the fridge.
That's a fact.
It's in our spirit, man.
You ever kept that duck sauce so long it looked like it got all kinds of shit floating around inside of it? Like, come on, son.
Nah.
It gotta go, bro.
You buy yourself.
It gotta go.
I've seen it. And everybody got something in their fridge they should have been throughout. All right, be honest.
I mean, I had house guests come over, and they were like, "Sis, but it's something that I don't use often. So for Caribbeans, when you're trying to like make something darker, it's something that we call browning, and you can make browning yourself. It's just like burnt sugar, and it gives color to the foods. But there was like a bottle of browning that may have been like 3 years expired, And I didn't know until my house guest told me about it. I think it was
Yo.
Chanel and Shiloh. They were gonna make some like palau or something, and they was like, "Yo, this shit is like expired for like 3 years, Tiff. Like, what are you doing, TJ?"
I didn't see it.
I wasn't cooking like that.
Y'all know like jelly and stuff like that expired too. Like I don't even realize that shit.
You didn't think it expired. It shit good. If you don't see no mold in it,
you don't see no mold.
Right. It will go. I've seen jelly go bad in the fridge.
Really?
Real talk, like because I
like mold.
Like mold.
Yeah, that's what I get on it, I believe.
You know what? It's because maybe somebody touched the bread. And then they put the bread inside the thing. The bread is gonna, because the jelly should not really mold.
Your question.
Somebody double dipped.
You'll be honest with me. How long after the date on the thing do you ever use it? Because I'm very just curious about how people approach it.
You should throw it out.
It depends.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie.
I'll go up to 6 months. I'll go up to 6 months.
6 months from the last. If it's at December,
I mean, not milk. But like
milk, I'm not playing milk.
Yeah,
milk,
but like stuff like pasta, shit like that. Bro.
Yeah, if it's pasta or something like that, I'm like, I'll stay within the same week. Like, it's just a weekend.
I'm like, these dates are fake, bro. These dates
are
fake.
I love
my dad said that. My dad would say that. It's still good. It's still good.
I love my mom, but my mom is one of those with medicine. Like Tylenol could be like expired in 85, and she'd be like, "No,
I'm keeping medicine.
Still got something."
Well, that's true, but that is.
I don't know. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, so it depends on the thing. Yeah.
It depends on the thing. Bro. At my hospital, actually, we started to collect because, we actually throw it out. Mm-hmm. Not just medicine, but like different things, like in the supply closet that have like expiration dates on it. Mm-hmm. We are not allowed to use it on patients for legal reasons, but we collect it and we ship it to other countries that might be able to benefit from it, because even though it's expired, it still has use. Right. So just FYI.
Yeah, I guess the reason why this triggers me right now too, because I have 2 coconut smoothies I got to go return to the supermarket because the date was like January 25th.
And you just bought it?
I just bought it off of the shelf. So, I'm just picking up stuff. So sometimes I'm thinking like, damn, did they leave it on the shelf because it was still good, or did they don't care, or like, they didn't see it?
They forgot. They have to look at that. Yeah, they should not be selling things expired.
But I think it's still good though. I think it's still good. But I'm gonna return it.
For about a week.
Return it.
Maybe
I'm gonna go exchange it.
Return it.
Apparently, white people be out there returning shit that they done used, that they ate, all kinds of shit. I think TJ was telling us about that, right?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's just a white thing.
Or they just like that. People just be.
I mean, this is how I grew up. We source. It's called sourcing. You know what I'm saying? You use it, take it back. Sourced. It was sourced.
Yo, it's all good though.
One cracker left. This is no good.
Although I feel like the tribe is gonna be a little bit slightly jaded that we have to end the episode now. I still want us to know, like, this is a great series. Okay.
Yes, it is a great series.
Yeah, TJ, you want to wrap us up and just tell Tribe where to find us?
Find us. Yeah. Thank you, Tribe, for listening to another episode of Sophisticatedly Ratchet. Another 7 deadly sins down in the books.
Thanks.
Good job, Flash.
Yes.
Tribe, you can hear us everywhere you hear podcasts. We are the Sophisticatedly Ratchet Podcast. We keep it real in the world of fake. You are a part of the tribe. Thank you for listening to the ending of the episode. Nice. All the way through. We appreciate you. We love you. You can find new episodes everywhere you hear podcasts: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Amazon has podcasts. Then you can go ahead and follow us on social media. We are at So Ratchet Podcast on IG. We are at So Ratchet Podcast on TikTok. So Ratchet Space Podcast on YouTube, where you can see our beautiful and handsome faces. And So Ratchet Pod on Twitter. Facebook too. Join our group. Hit the like button right now. Hit the follow button right now. Hit the share button right now. Hit the subscribe button right now. Any button, notifications button right now. Any button that supports us, supporting you, giving us, more time to spend with you. Go ahead and hit that button right now. Okay.
Double tap us.
Thank you. And deuces. See you next week.
We love you, Tribe.
We do.
And just a heads up, we don't got to count the score because we know Flash won. All right.
Flash did win. Flash won.
He had two.
That's all I needed. That's all I needed. That's all I needed.
You did it with the closeout. You did.
Yeah,
damn right.
He hit him with
that
the
was a sneak one. That was a sneak one.
Very good. Flash one.
Peace,
We love you,
Tribe.
Tribe.
Deuces.